YouTubers, we are with our first ever Cricut video. I got a Cricut for Christmas because I get so many questions about them and how to do stuff with them. So we're going to do a Cricut video on the rhinestone designs. So I want to do some more videos eventually, but for the first one we're going to do is how to do the faux bling. This is traditionally done with holographic vinyl, and this is what is meant to be a rhinestone template. But rhinestones are awesome, but they're a bit of work. So instead of using that, you can use vinyl. So this is some holographic vinyl. You can also use, this is plain old regular smooth HTV. This is some more holographic vinyl, which is very shiny. Very shiny, woo! And then this one's holographic as well. Oh, this side. This side is the new one-step foil. So, it's shiny. And you can really do this with anyone. I wouldn't recommend, like, glitter vinyl, because it's kind of annoying to cut out. But any of these will work. And, but it's traditionally kind of done with holographic because it has that kind of blingy look. So we're going to set it up in the software, and then we're going to cut it out on our Cricut. Alright, one other thing. I lost this little rhinestone right here, or this little circle, because when I rolled up my holographic, it got a ridge in it. Now, if you're, and you can see them on here, see where, well, maybe not. It has a ridge in it, where it's come up. Yeah, there you go. And that comes from rolling it up. Now, if you were just cutting like a big star out of this, it would be fine. You could just smooth it back down and it would be fine. But for the little bitty circles, you have a tendency just to lose them. And that's what's happened here. So, no big deal, but just know when you go to cut it, you're going to want a smooth piece that doesn't have any wrinkles in it. So, I'm going to go show you how we can put these in Design Space. And this is a free design, and I'll show you where to get it. Alright, so this is my webpage with designs and stuff. And if you come over here to Rhinestones, and we'll just go look at all of them. There's a couple free ones kind of in here. This is from a Tumblr decal. Maybe we'll do that in another video. But I think it's on page 2. And I'll leave a link down in the description to it. No, maybe it's on page 3. There it is. There's a free little heart. So it's free, you can just come grab them. So here we are in Design Space, all logged in. We're going to go to upload, and you would just upload your image, the SVG file. And here it is. Now, you're probably going to get the warning. Sometimes it comes and sometimes it doesn't. For whatever reason, Design Space tends to bring things in really, really huge. So that's one reason you're going to. And then this is an older SVG or older Rhinestone file, and so it's bringing every single individual circle in. On the newer ones, I've combined them to make them a little bit easier to load specifically into Design Space. But normally you can just ignore the messages. It'll load, and then once you see it, we can come back up here and resize it. So on every single file, it comes with this. And then down here it gives you the measurement. So it's 5 inches tall and 5.1 inches wide. So we'll type a 5 in here for tall. And then I typed in 5 and hit enter. And there we go. And then I'm going to unlock the aspect ratio and just make this a 1. Now technically that's the same size as our heart is. Now since this is going to be holographic, you could actually make it bigger because you're not making a template. The template is what has to be the same size, and the template is why it says please don't resize me. If you're just cutting this out in holographic, you can cut it out any size you want to. And we're going to move them up here. And then when I go to make it, right now what it's going to do is it's going to put all the little circles right by their side. To prevent that, go back. You're going to click it and click attach. Some files you may have to do that, and some files you might not. It just depends on if they're combined or not. The newer ones I've tried to do that, some of the older ones I have not. So we're gonna go make it. Here is our heart. And we're gonna continue. All right, and I wanna show you this page real quick. We're on the Caesar America webpage, and they, this is some of their examples with their holographic. If you scroll down here, it has cut settings for all the machines. So when we come over here, we've attached to the, or we've connected to the Cricut, and then we're doing all of this. We need to load our map, and we're gonna put it on the light cardstock setting. Then we will load our mat and press go. All right, so all I did is I just cut, we use that pink holographic. So I cut it off and stuck it onto the mat. Then we're gonna go feed it in. Alrighty, so we are gonna load in our mat. Button. And then we're gonna hit the flashing Cricut button. Alright, so it's done cutting, and I just pulled out of the machine. I just hit the unload button. And I always kind of check mine just to make sure that it'll weed and that it cut everything. For the most part, when you get done, it doesn't look like you've done anything. The holes on the back will be really hard to see. And then you might be able to see them on the front a little bit. And you can use the regular grip mat too. This is just the one that came with the machine. All you're gonna do is weed it now. And it should just all peel right off. This doesn't happen normally, but it's just the top and the color and the separating. So there we go. This is probably some old HTV. It doesn't normally do that. Only when a YouTube video is on. So there you go. Alrighty, we are over at the heat press. I have pre-pressed this. The heat press is set to 320. And we're going to take, now this, since essentially the silver, the heat transfer came off, this will be fine. And I've honestly never had that happen. The weird stuff only happens when I get the camera on, I swear. So we're just going to slap this guy on top of here where I'm missing my rhinestone, or my circle. And it's a 320 for 15 seconds. You cannot, on anything that's going to be washed, you can't layer on top of holographic, so keep that in mind. And then we're going to press for 15 seconds. Now, this is a cold peel, so we will have to wait for it to cool down before we peel off the carrier sheet. I also had my Teflon sheet because this guy was exposed. If you were just pressing this with the carrier, you wouldn't need it. Alright, so it needs to be cold to the touch, or cool to the touch. If you peel it while it's hot, it will peel up every single circle on here. So, and cold peels like peel up a little tougher, if that makes sense. But there you go. You have a faux rhinestone design. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, this is, since this is a flippy one, you would want to mirror this horizontally in the software. I forgot. This one is mirrored, this one is not. Doesn't matter so much for the heart, but like for a lot of the other ones, it might matter if they're not if they're not symmetrical. If you had this guy with multiple colors, you would just want to cut each color and then layer them all on here. Now, I just slapped the sunglasses on top of the vinyl on the holographic, but if I were to wash this multiple times, this will come off. You can't layer on top of the holographic. Holographic can go on top of like smooth HTV. Like I could layer on top of this if I wanted to, but I can't layer on top of holographic. It'll just normally wash right off. So I hope that helps. I get a lot of questions about this. So if you have any questions, let me know down there in the comments. We're just getting started with the Cricut, so the answer may be a big fat I don't know. But, or if you have ideas for things you would like to see videos of, let me know and we will get making. I do want to do a full rhinestone video of how to make rhinestone designs with the software too. So if you have any questions, let me know and we will be back with another video soon.